now. Like, but after he left, it was like he said I put everything into this thing. He's like I gave it. He said I took money out of my own pocket, and
That's how
he,
it
he
go.
just yeah, and he felt like they took advantage of him, which that's the way business is. But like you said, you got to put everything in it.
And then they was talking about when you get a sponsor, that you got to be flying to this place and flying to that place, and showing up here, showing up there, and doing your thing, like just like all the time. Like, and you don't even think about that. You just see like, this dude won, but you don't see what goes into that shit.
Exactly. You don't see like how many flights I had to take to get there. Like a lot of shit.
That shit's crazy.
Right? Like I remember watching a Street Fighter. It's like a documentary about the pros, and one of them in particular, his name is Luffy. He's from France. That dude just looked tired. He was like, "Man, if I don't do this, like, I got a girlfriend to take care of. I got like a house to take care of." He's like, "If I don't place first, like, I have a chance that they might drop me, and I won't have anything." I was like, "Damn!" Like, it's real. It's real. Like, sponsors will drop you.
It's crazy that they're coming out with all these articles talking about how EVO didn't pay out for Melee.
Really?
Like that Leffen won it. He was talking about donating his winnings because apparently 7th place and 5th place don't get shit.
Yeah, they don't get anything.
The one dude was on Twitter who got 7th and was like, I got paid $130.
Oh my god.
That didn't even. I guarantee you that didn't they didn't even reimburse him for his ticket from wherever he came from to get over there. Like,
yo, that's messed up.
that's crazy. To think about that big shit, the biggest fighting game event in the world in Vegas, is giving up garbage.
Jesus. It's like, if you don't run your own stuff, people will take from you left and right, man.
These niggas need to.
130 though?
Some of these dudes, like some of them got other venues and whatnot. Like Justin Wong, I'll be on Justin Wong's Twitch, but he don't have that many followers for some reason. Like he don't have that many people that watch his live streams. I thought it would be like way more.
Yeah.
But if these fools not investing in something else, that shit ain't gonna take care of them niggas.
No, not at all. Not unless you're Daigo. Which Daigo earned his spot because he's been playing this shit for years, and he plays top multiple times. Like, but other than that, like, yeah, I agree. Like, if you're not doing something else or investing your money into something else that'll pay you back, then there's no point.
A lot of these gamer fools need to hear about what we do in WFG actually, because we over here talking about like investing in a plan for your retirement and whatnot. How are these niggas gonna retire? Like, do they get benefits from their sponsors and whatnot? Like, I don't think they do. I mean, I wouldn't think they do.
Well,
because like for some of these niggas, it's like their main job.
Yeah. Let's see here. Because some of the sponsors, like there's a sponsor called Team Fox. They're backed by like actually a very rich person, I believe. Team Fox. Yeah, like they got people, Rick Fox. And Rick Fox created the team.
I forgot there's people actually, basketball players actually investing in esports and shit.
Because even Steph Curry, he's invested in it. He put millions of dollars into it because they believe that esports is going to be like a thing. So they're investing money into it.
Right.
So yeah, like teams like Echo Fox, like I think those, like if things go, the way they go, they might they might offer things like that later.
Hopefully they do. Because
Yeah.
if they don't, and these niggas ain't educated, they just gonna end up being broke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're not, I mean, we all gotta fucking retire, regardless.
At some point.
You're not gonna be playing video games for the rest of your life, going to all these tournaments and shit. Where you got a family and you got fucking kids to take care of and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta stop and enjoy that shit at one point. So, and then with YouTubers too, I don't think they get no benefits from YouTube or Google. They ain't got no retirement plans. I'm gonna try to hook these niggas up.
The only way they would have it is if each of these people like legitimately invested in that kind of thing with the money that they're getting. Like, but what sucks is with these sponsors, I feel like Luffy said, you kind of have to get a higher place, you know, to get the money. Because as far as I know, the sponsors mainly just take care of maybe housing and like your flights if you got a good enough sponsor.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, are they paying for you to live?
I to be honest, I would assume so. I think maybe some are, just because, like, no joke, there are tournaments like year round, and some of these dudes will just be at every fucking one, and they don't even win. They'll just be there, you know? And I'm like, how are you living? Like, especially if you don't win or get like top 8 or anything, like,
Right.
how?
One of the commentators I was listening to, I forgot which tournament it was, but like, when you get that sponsor, it was probably the same video. When you do get a sponsor, you at least got to be placing in like every tournament you go to to get like that good money.
Yeah. You constantly have to be good. It's stressful. You constantly have to be number one.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they got it in their contract to where they're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, because that would suck if they weren't. You know, at that point, if you're still playing, it's literally for like the passion.
I feel like they're not, because when I think about it, it's like they pay for your flight, they pay for your stay, but beyond that, I couldn't imagine them paying for like anything else.
They might. Well,
Maybe they
sometimes
pay for
they be
food,
having
like,
money.
when you be
They
at
have
the
money matches and shit.
Oh yeah,
I'm
but
with you,
that's a gamble though. Like, I mean, all the
Yeah.
tournaments are a gamble. Like, you could win or lose. There's no guarantee how much money you're gonna get paid.
That is very true. Like, it'd be nice, because it would suck to be like doing something you're passionate about and then being like screwed over that bad.
Shit. That's how it works. These motherfuckers
It's
ain't
true.
thinking about. Well, people don't even think about that in general. Like, what am I going to do in the future? How am I going to retire off this shit? I got to be building something else on the side that's going to pay me passive income.
Yeah, because you definitely want passive income.
I mean, that's how you retire. But if you're not getting that and they just paying for your flight, and like the rest of the money that you have is off tournament money, and it's a gamble whether you're going to get that money or not.
Oh man,
God damn.
that's too stressful.
That's a hard life to live. Like,
I'd have to be undoubtedly the best. Like, you know, where it's like, all right, like, I'm gonna win, and that's never a guarantee.
the thing about it is, like, aside from Sonicfox, I think nobody who won last year won this year. Like, I was looking through who won. I don't know about most of the games. I don't even know about, but I know Zero won Smash. He didn't win this year.
He did not win this year. It was Leffen. Or was it Leffen this year?
Yeah, Leffen won.
That was Leffen.
And then I don't even know who won Street Fighter 5 last year.
uh, Problem X, he was a wild card.
He won
Like,
last
he
year
was-
too.
No, Tokido won last year. Tokido was second place this year though, so he was close to doing the back to back. Because Tokido ended up resetting the bracket,
Right.
and I was like, oh, he might have 2 in a row. But no, Problem X casually, until he got to Tokido, even after the reset, he casually steamrolled everybody else, which to me was kind of a wild card because he was doing well in majors, but he wasn't getting like number 1 in a lot of them, if any of them, if I remember correctly. And then he comes to EVO, and no joke, I watched him like calmly, no expression, no nothing, just steamroll the competition. No, I don't think anyone really predicted him to be the winner of EVO. And if they did, it was like crazy.
I hadn't even heard of this dude's name before today. I was watching like some of the highlights.
He
And this
plays
dude
a
won.
nasty bison.
But like, if you got a sponsor, you need to win every year. There's no guarantee on that shit. It's
Exactly.
like some year, like Justin Wong didn't even get fucking top 10 in that shit. Like,
Not at all.
that's crazy, bro.
Well, a lot of them are smart though, because they'll play more than one fighting game that they excel in,
Oh yeah.
and because of that, like they'll place number 1 in other things, and they'll get the money from that. So the sponsors like, all right, it's cool. Because if they were to focus on just one game, like hell no. Especially Street Fighter, fuck no, man. You wouldn't make any money.
Can't even put all your eggs in one basket.
That's what the smart ones do. They
But it's like, if you
You're,
go,
like-
go from winning one year to fucking not even placing the next year, like,
Dude, that kid has the potential to be like one of the greatest.
who? You broke up.
Oh, wait, can you hear me now?
Yep.
I was saying Sonicfox has the potential to be one of the greatest to ever
I'm sure
touch the pad
some
or
motherfuckers
the game.
already consider him to be the greatest.
Do what?
I'm sure some people already consider him to be the greatest.
Well, when he crosses over into Street Fighter and does consistently well in tourney, then I'll be like, all right.
Nah, I think he done with that. It's just gonna be DBZ. He might even get into some DOA look here.
This thing's bugging.
What'd you think about that controversy? That side switch controversy. Did you see that shit? Nigga, can you hear me? What the hell?
Barely.
What
Let me
happened?
try. I don't know. It's like it's cutting out and shit. I don't know what that is or why it's doing it.
It was weird because I heard you typing,
That's weird.
and I'm like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear shit.
Alright, but so you saw the controversy, right, with the DBZ Grand Finals?
You mean when Sonicfox was like, I want to switch sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like, for the most part, a lot of the counter argument seemed to be, it was like, all right, well, it's not illegal. That's an actual rule. You can do that. You don't get in trouble for that. And it took Go out of his game, which is probably what Sonicfox wanted, which had him win. Because Go was steamrolling his ass.
Exactly.
And then he was like, he had to kill the momentum.
I was in the comment section on a button check, And it was like, it was going back and forth. Some people was like, it shouldn't have affected his momentum and all this stuff. It's in the rule book, so it's okay and all that shit. But like, it took so long to do it, and it didn't change the fact that like that he still beat him like 3-0.
Yeah.
After he just got 3-0'd. Like, I think that's like, whether it was like, most of the argument was whether it was cheap or not, and people were saying it wasn't cheap because it was in the rule book.
Right.
Regardless, the results were ridiculous. Like it had to affect him in some way.
Well, yeah, clearly he 3-0'd him. You know, like,
Yeah.
he 3-0'd him.
You
It's
notice
like,
when they started the match after the switch, Sonicfox like immediately got a combo on him.
Yeah. It gave him time to think. It gave him time to calm down. It gave him time to be like, oh, this is what's happening. And it's just like, what? You know, like...
Like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude really pulled a fast one though.
He did. He knew it. Well, it's like one of those things to where, like, it's like fucked up where you watch, like, anime or some shit, right? And the villain's getting his ass beat, like, by the good guy. But then he does this thing to where it's like, it's questionable on if it's cheating, but the only reason he did it was because he knew he was losing. Like,
Right.
Go, it is nothing against Sonicfox as a player, but Go 1 was definitely, out of the two, I think he's stronger. I think he's the better player. I just think when he did that reset, it gave him the momentum he needed. I'm not saying Go 1's better by much, but that slight difference showed, like, when they first met up, you know? Like, they first met up, and it was like, it was basically over. Sonicfox had to do something outside of the game itself to get his shit together. You know what I mean? He's getting fucked up so bad, he's like, wait, I gotta do something real nice. Hold on. He's fucking me up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. I was like, damn. He was looking salty too after he lost.
Oh, he was mad. Go 1 was mad.
I think that was salty.
Oh yeah, it's Sony. Like, I'm not even going. They can say salt. Like, nah, I'm just pissed. Like, I know that's what salt is. I'm like, don't use salt near me. It's just not fair. Like, I'm just pissed the fuck off. Like you said something about my mom, kind of pissed. Like, I'm like, you really stopped at the switch sides because I was beating your ass that bad. Like, right. That's clearly what happened. Gave him the. Though, like, I guess because DBZ is a very momentum-based game. So, like, once the momentum shut down, it's like, alright. That's crazy.
That's definitely a factor. Because most of that shit is that offense that you put on somebody that you get the one mix-up and you get the hit. You potentially get the kill. And then on to the next one. Like,
yeah. That's how that goes. That's literally how that goes.
I figured Hood Gang God was gonna be closer. I figured he was gonna get like top 3 at least.
Nope.
That's EVO, man.
Yeah, it's full of upsets. Yeah, you do not know. Like, what was his name? Fucking Mina RD. I was reading for Street Fighter. I was reading that, like, he got quoted. He's like, "There's not even a question. I'm gonna win EVO." I don't even think he made. Hold on. I need to find out before I.
For what game?
He plays Street Fighter, but like.
He tied for 9th.
I need to know. He tied for 9th?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even make top 8. Cause he straight up was like, "Look, I'm gonna win. There's nothing none of y'all can say about it. Like, there's nothing you can do." I'm gonna get it, and then like he got taken out. Yeah, he's now granted he's good in his own right. You know, he was Capcom champion, like all that shit was good. But like EVO, like you said, like you don't know, like you don't know what's gonna happen.
At
And
least
to claim that shit that fast, nope.
at least he believed in himself.
Yeah, at least that. You give him that. Like, give him that. Also, outside of anything else, I'm gonna say this real close to the mic. Every fighting game that has commentators needs IFC Yipes. I said it. I said it.
Yeah, I love Yipes, bro.
Yipes is like with him and it was him and Lee Chong. I think they were doing Street Fighter. Those dudes were killing me. Like I watched them do Tekken 7 once. They didn't know any of the terms, but they made this shit so enjoyable. They even said it like, "Look, we don't know what we're talking about, but here we go." Like
Get in the match.
they were just in the match. Like I love listening to Yipes. Whoever Yipes is paired with, it's usually good.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm
Wait,
telling
he's
you
with,
guys.
Chris Matrix.
Oh my god.
That shit's hilarious, bro.
Yipes. They
Gotta
need
be
to
on
they-
like every damn game.
every fighter Yipes needs to be on. I don't care what it is.
I'm not even gonna argue with that.
Like I just had to say that Yipes needs to be there. I'm still on Street Fighter. I'll hop over that, but I want to say it's kind of nice to see the Cool Kid 93 be like top 8 because he came out of fucking nowhere. The Cool Kid came out of no fucking where and was just like, all right, I'm a problem. So good for that.
Playing Abigail.
Playing Abigail. Yep, playing that Abigail. He was playing Alex. Dropped him. He's smart.
I'm just glad it's a Mika in there because I don't know if she even low tier anymore. Actually, it's 2 are Mikas up there.
She's not low tier anymore. She definitely got nerfed, but she's still a problem. Like if you get corner pressured, she's still a problem.
That's what's up.
That Go One Sonicfox controversy. Like, I don't think they're gonna be friendly rivals after this. I think it's gonna be like, I hate you. You know?
You gotta pull
At least for me, that's
some
how it will
cheap
be.
shit to get back at that nigga. I would.
Yeah, like honestly, like I said, like people are literally gonna be like, look, it was in the rule book, so it wasn't cheap. So like, if I don't like, I can't even use this analogy because it doesn't make any sense. But my mind went to some stupid fuck shit. Like we get into a fist fight and we're allowed to use guns, but you're like, look, I just want to fight you hand to hand. Then when I shoot you, you won't get mad, but it's in the rule book. Like, is that cheap? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just
right.
by the nature of a fist fight, it's like honorable. But it's like I'm trying to win, so fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
so
I mean, it's definitely levels to that shit. Like, it ain't no black or white. Was it cheap
it is
or was it not
very-
cheap? It was like,
gray area, man. I mean, also it kind of doesn't help that Sonicfox is like controversial. Cause they'll just say some off the wall shit.
yeah.
And I think it's just because he's younger too. He's like what, 18 or some shit, 19? I don't know his exact age.
I don't even know.
But he has that like quality. Like when Punk first came out. Like, look, I'm gonna say what I want to say. I don't fuck with y'all and whatever. Like, I mean, it got to the point where a man was like, "Look, I like her," basically. Like, he don't give a fuck.
Fuck that dude, Punk, man. It's
Damn,
just like,
wait, what you got against Punk? It's
it.
over for Punk, but he's been humbled. I will say that.
I mean, it was gonna happen regardless, but just coming out with all that disrespect during the game, like, I don't even like it when I'm playing fools online. You're just a shitty person.
Damn.
Like,
Damn. Well, there was the argument of like they were confused on whether he was doing it to take you out of your game or he
Or
was
whether he was
genuinely
like
being like a dick.
genuinely being an
Yeah,
asshole.
like nobody really
You
knows.
gotta have some
Like he
type of
doesn't.
asshole in you to do that shit in the first place. Like, the only time I do that shit is if I humble a motherfucker. Like, if we, like, I remember playing Killer Instinct like a while back, and I get a troll. That nigga beat me teabag and taunt and teabag and taunt. I'm like, all right. Then I come back and whoop his ass. Then I'll do that shit. Like, yeah, you bitch ass nigga. You thought you was the shit.
Damn,
Like,
that's what happens when you taunt.
exactly. But like, just coming out and doing it, you just an asshole. Like,
Yeah, like
that's why
I can see.
I was like, I was happy when they had this nigga was crying.
Damn, that's fucked up, son.
Crying when he lost.
Damn,
I know.
over here
You was
dying.
talking all that shit. You was teabagging motherfuckers. You thought you was the shit. Now you crying like a little bitch. I don't want to hear shit from
Alright,
that nigga.
so I'm gonna say this right now. All that teabagging shit is Knuckle Dude's fault. Because he started, like, obviously it's been going around, but it got prominent in tournament when Knuckle Dude rose to fame playing fucking WoW. That dude would teabag everybody under the sun. Knuckle Dude is the original offender. I said it.
Well, fuck that nigga too. Like,
Like, and there's no doubt that Knuckle Dude used to be, like, top. Like, Knuckle Dude was, like, damn near number one in the world, if not. Like, his guy was at least number one. His guy was the shit. But then, like, he would teabag people. It started online, and then he started teabagging people in turn. Like, I don't know I don't remember if he teabagged Daigo. I know he teabagged, like, a bunch of, like, highly respected FGC members. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
wow.
yeah, man, that shit was real.
That's crazy.
Street Fighter is the only game where you see that happen a lot that I know of. Like, I don't know if teabagging and shit happens often. I know Tekken gets personal as fuck. Like, them dudes actually, like, get close to fist fighting. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Like,
Nah.
dude, Tekken, like, and it's usually American players, they get mad as fuck. Like, they be wanting to fight each other. Like, legit. Like, you know, in other games, they'll clearly think about it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll think about it. But then, like, Tekken, they'll, like, get out their seat and be like, what's up, then? You're like, oh, this is real.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so,
I guarantee that'd be. I don't know if it would piss me off to that point. But
yeah.
I know if it's in tournament and you like can't come back from it. Like if you out of the tournament and then a nigga teabag you and you can't do nothing about it, it's like damn, like you gotta wait till next year to get that rematch. Like,
Damn.
that's probably where it come from.
That's
Like,
probably,
because
honestly,
you
that
really got,
probably is.
especially like if you got lucky and won like off some attack was plus when it shouldn't have been plus. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah, like
like
some
some
random
shit
ass
like
event. Like, made that shit plus. You're just like, but why, though?
and
Like,
you can't get that rematch. You gotta wait a whole another year until the next tournament. You don't know when that shit going down. Damn, you just gotta live with that salt. Or
damn, man. Yeah, you gotta sit with that shit forever.
I want to see this nigga. I don't see no results for Mortal Kombat on here on event hubs at all.
Yeah,
was
I don't
looking for
see
that
it.
shit.
I'm watching right now.
There's no MKX because I wanted to see. They got a bunch of weird ass games too. Like what the hell is Windjammers?
I don't know what the fuck that is. Injustice 2, Sonicfox was third.
Yeah.
So he
Fucking-
didn't take that at all.
Hey, a fucking Bayman won fucking DOA.
DOA? What?
This shit was crazy. And the dude, I watched the match like a couple minutes ago. The dude he was playing against was punishing his grabs like crazy. Like he would do one of those offensive grabs that you have to grab to. Well, you can either grab or duck. And he was grabbing to get out of that shit. There was high counter, and he was doing like a ridiculous amount of damage. But
Where's the
bruh,
link to that shit? I'm on motherfucking YouTube, but I don't see that shit. Oh
Just-
wait,
I just searched up DOA 5 EVO Grand Final and I found it.
yeah. My dumb ass did just DOA. I didn't put 5.
And then, oh yeah, J1 won fighting EX later, but I don't think anyone was watching that shit.
That game is great though.
The fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the grand final was a mirror match.
Damn, who was it?
Dante Dormammu.
Of course. Okay, I'm watching this match. I'm gonna have this match on with you. So, Mr. Quiggle.
Nah, which one are you watching?
This is top win. Oh, this is okay. Sorry, I didn't go all the way to top final. You said a Bayman one though, right?
Yup.
Who was he fighting? A Rachel?
Yup.
Yeah, this is it. I don't know if they didn't
It
change
wasn't.
his name or something.
It's not Mr. Quiggle though. It's Excalibur Blades was playing Rachel, and Rakudo was playing Bait.
Let me see. They don't have the names up right now, but just this year it says Rakudo.
I'll put the link in
Yeah,
there. I'll put the link in the Discord.
Yeah, just do that, dog. Like, this shit, I'm looking and I'm like, okie doke. I don't see a link. Or are you just doing it?
I'm about to do it right now.
Oh, I thought you already did. Like,
You can't call Excalibur Blades old.
Bayman?
There's no way.
Well, Bayman's always been
6 years
kinda
ago.
like, if you know how to play Bayman, you're really dangerous. Because the game is about holds.
It was.
And Bayman
yeah.
has nothing but fucking holds. So, if you
The
can guess,
one thing I was
you
noticing
get it.
was they were doing like a ton of spacing and not going in as much, but this dude was punishing his grab attempts like crazy. And they weren't holding as much as I thought they would be.
Really?
Yeah.